That's right, baby. It me, the Moleman. Didn't think the suits would have me back, perhaps, but alas, here we are. What have I got for you today? Well, in the latest and minor annoyances to other hermits, I have developed possibly the most diabolical minor annoyance of all time, and also I can see the back of this sign. How cool is that? But seriously, though, let's take a look at our minor annoyance that we have today. As many of you guys might know, some people suggested this might be a doorbell, but in fact, it is just... sounds like an evil chime to me, or perhaps someone running to get away from an unseen enemy. And today, we take this and we weaponize it against the other hermits. Alright, so here's the idea. First of all, you gotta have the shades on when you do this. Otherwise, you don't look half as cool as I do right now. I mean, this is like max level coolness right here, to be honest. So, we're flying over to the Bodum people. Bodum people are totally unsuspecting after our previous path prank, which pretty much went nowhere. But this one, I think we have the ticket here. Check this out. Check this out. We throw eggs in here. I already got a dispenser down with the pressure plate. I think you see where this is going. We get ourselves we get ourselves a chicken. Maybe. Yes, chicken. Thank goodness. Looks like it's only one. Very good. And then we get ourselves some rockets here, right? And we put this in there. And as the chicken walks on and off of this, we should occasionally hear a rocket sound here. We'll leave this little dude down here. He'll grow up, but he shouldn't suffocate or anything. Every once in a while, that will activate. Perfect plan. Okay, let's make more around the area. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my work here is done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome back. As you can see here, we are currently at our base area, and I've been thinking, guys. I've been thinking about our base, which is actually right underneath of our feet. Currently, our base stands to be improved significantly, I would say. This is all we have so far. Just like a row of chests and barrels and a bed and some smelting stuff, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. So, lots of room for improvement. I've recently actually acquired a ridiculous amount of shulker shells after I went hunting in the end for some shulker shells, and I boxed up everything we got into a chest here. So you see we got a lot of stone, a lot of dirt, a lot of cobble, and we also have a lot of pointed dripstone, as you can see, as well as some dripstone blocks. And I'm thinking, since we got a dripstone farm, we can get a bunch of these pointed dripstone and dripstone blocks. I'm thinking that we actually use those blocks for our base. Now, what I'm thinking is this. I'm thinking like we have something like, let's just get out a few of these. I'm thinking I want to make some type of like cavern system similar to Bryce National Park in Utah in the United States. So here's a photo of that if you've never seen it. Basically, it's a giant canyon made of rocks, and there's like spires of rocks that reach upwards several dozen feet, or in some cases like 30, 40, 50 feet. So yeah, basically it's like this. You have dripstone blocks here. This I think would be a cool like floor, and then we have like pointed dripstone spires, right? Up like this in certain spots. I think this, see if I can get the top one. There we go. There we go, like this. I think something like this would be really, really cool. So basically, I'm thinking of making like a giant canyon, and then within this canyon, like with these giant spires and stuff, I want to have caverns. And so I think I'm going to call the whole area Cubs Caverns, right? Makes sense? And each of these caverns would be like within the giant canyon with the spikes and stuff. But then, like each cavern would have its own like unique theme. Like we could have like an industrial theme, or we could have like a modern theme cavern, or we could have like a slime theme cavern, or a bee theme cavern with honey and, you know, bee farms and stuff. We could have a village theme cavern. We could have a llama theme cavern. You know, things like that would I think be really cool. And then maybe on like the top level, it might be cool to have like a vibrant, like lush top level to it, like on the very top of like the canyon rim, right? I think that would be cool too. So that's the idea. A giant canyon with unique caverns carved into the side of the canyon. So I hope that idea for the base area came through. I think it's a pretty fun idea, and it'll be fun to see how this develops throughout the season. But today we want to actually get started on it. There's the dripstone farm go. Look at it go. Beautiful. So I think what we'll do, I think we want to dig from the back side of this base here. So like from this area back here, if I actually break this, we can open this up a little bit. So from back here where we have this section right here, and we want to connect this area here, and actually we'll just dig this out too because we're gonna need it, I think. There we go. So we're going to connect from this area here all the way to the dripstone farm collection area. So this area down here, down this tunnel here. So we'll probably want to get rid of this bubble column. We won't need it anymore. It'll be like open air and like it'll be like exposed outward here. But yeah, we'll basically connect this up to where we collect all of our dripstone and bamboo and sugarcane and twisting vines and stuff. So before we can actually dig this canyon between the storage area and the dripstone farm, I think it might be worthwhile to like go around and place blocks around here to try and get a feel for like how the canyon network will like exist in this area and in this space. Because yeah, we want to have an easy way to get into and out of the canyon on foot. Like it's sort of like a trail network almost, if you will. Because it's going to be kind of hazardous to fly in and land here. And I'd like it to be walkable as well, like throughout the whole thing. So, let's sort of determine first off where people are going to be coming in and exiting out of. So I think definitely an entrance point would be over here where B-Dubs kindly brought in his road network. So like right here is one entrance point. I'm just going to put down dripstone here, like a dripstone pillar right here. So that's one entrance point. Let's actually make this a little bit taller so we can actually see like from a distance where it's at. About like this or so. There we go. Perfect. So that's going to be one entrance point. It would make sense if there was another entrance point probably over here in the mountains somewhere. In fact, this river also exists here. Maybe this could be like the western side. Like we could drain this whole river and dig this down a little bit. And then put like point the dripstone in there. That could be like the western side. Maybe. Could be a good boundary point. Let's go over here though. I think maybe this mountain range here. There could be like a nice entrance point like right here. Like you're walking down this mountain and then this just leads like underground here into the cave that comes out this way. So yeah, maybe like right here would be another entrance point. Like in this area. Put a dripstone pillar here. So entrance point here, entrance point there. Maybe over here. Let's see where else we might want to have one. Yeah, for now let's plan for it to be like here. Like it comes around the side of Evil X's place and enters into the canyon like here or so. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Cool. So, yeah, that's the plan there. And then do we need another entrance or exit over here maybe? Perhaps, but the road network just connects up there. So I think those are good for now. Those will be the three entrances. And so now let's run with slime blocks, planning where the canyons will go. I think if it started here, we could have it come this way a little bit, right? So we'll just basically spam slime blocks down for planning this. And the reason why we're using slime blocks is that they're just easy to break. They insta-break even with your fists, so that's super useful. And then maybe it comes out this way, right? Comes down here, and we'll basically plan this whole network. I'll be back once this is completed, though. Alright guys, so here's what the tentative plans for the canyons are currently. This could change, and probably will change, definitely will change I should say, but this is what it stands like right now. So yeah, you see these slime blocks, these are all potential spots for canyons, so I have a couple branching out over here in some areas, a couple over here, branching off to an entrance here. We got an entrance over here, which I showed you with the pathway coming in from B-Dub's road network. Canyon going around the side here, and then it really expands over here where we got a couple large canyons going down the sides here, little circle type thing right here, going over to an entrance here and there, and then a couple canyons, you know, coming off the sides here as well. So as you can tell, quite an expansive large area we're covering. If we get all the way up here you can see it a little bit better, but yeah, quite the expansive area. So kind of an ambitious project, but I hope that it will be a really neat thing that we can build up over the course of the season. So yeah, that is the plan there with all these pathways. So yeah, with that, let's boost on over here. We'll float on down, hopefully, even though we have slow falling on. Float on down like this, and yeah, we'll maybe get started on one of these canyon pathways today. Maybe like we start over here and come this way. So guys, from that brief time lapse, you probably saw us dig out this whole topsoil section of these first couple of canyons in this area. So you can see we got like 3 blocks dug out in all this area here, and down a couple of other areas here where there will be canyons eventually. And digging this out got me thinking, how deep and how wide do we want these things to be? And so I placed down a couple of chests. One set of chests here. This is 10 blocks from this chest to that chest. And then over here, we have 20 blocks from this chest to this chest. And considering I want these canyons in some spots to be like 30 or 40 blocks deep, like to go really, really far down, I think the 20 blocks, or maybe even more, might be appropriate for this main canyon area, right? Just because that would make it like still a steep slope, but like somewhat reasonable, I guess. Like it's not going to be like 6 blocks, 10 block drops, stuff like that. Like basically not a sheer cliff face is what I'm going for. So we'll have to make this somewhat wide, even wider than what we have here, to make this work properly, because I want it to be more than just a ravine. Like I want it to be like an actual like canyon, right? So yeah, we have to have it be a little bit wider if we're going to have it be a little bit deeper. I may also need to like remove like entire sections to make it work properly in some spots. Like entire like this whole section of ground might just have to be all lowered to, you know, the level of the canyon to make it seem like it's proper, and then have it, you know, gradually come back up to the ocean surface over here or something. So yeah, everything is kind of up in the air right now, but I think I want to work on this first part of this canyon over here just to try and get a sense of how it's going to go. So I've already put down a little bit of dripstone, and I think we're going to work on this first section up to, let's say, this first crossroads here, and just see like how the depth and the width look as we go. I think that's probably a good first step. So I dug out just a little bit more area here, and I realized pretty quickly that there's a problem. There's a major problem. And if we fly on down into here, we can actually see it. Do you see the problem? Problem is, this looks exactly like a ravine, and we're only 20 blocks down. So that is a bit of an issue. We do not want to have like a naturally generated ravine type feel to this. We want a canyon-like feel. Now, you might say, what is the difference? Well, a ravine, in my view, is like this, where you have depth, which in this case is 5 blocks here, similar to the width, which is 5 blocks across here. Whereas a canyon is more like this, where you have, 2 or 3 times the width versus the depth. It's a little bit wider, basically. So, yeah, the problem is, with the ravine being 20 blocks deep, or with the canyon, rather, being 20 blocks deep, we'd have to go, to make it like this, like a canyon type thing, we'd have to go 30 blocks out from the center of the ravine in each direction. So we have to go 30 blocks this way, which would put us in the mountain, and 30 blocks from here this way, which would put us well into the ocean, which, yeah, not great. Not great. So basically what I'm trying to say is we can't make this 20 blocks deep, but we also want like cavernous entrances to underground rooms that are going to be like dotted along the canyons. So that means we also can't have something like this that's only 3 blocks deep, right? Because then you have like an entrance like this that's only like a little 3x3. That's no fun either. You want to have, bigger entrances, 4x4, 5x5, etc. So I'm thinking we're going to have to limit the depth of this to probably like 8 to 10 blocks, like half of this basically. So that would put us like, like somewhere in this vicinity, which is still a little bit deep, right? You still have a long ways to go up, but yeah, this is 56. So yeah, this is exactly 8 blocks below. So like 8 to 10 blocks, so like here to here, or even like here to there. That's much more reasonable than being all the way at the bottom. And then we'll also push out the walls so that it's like 20 blocks. We'll push out this wall like 10 blocks, push out this wall like 10 blocks this way, and yeah, have it gradually like make its way up to the surface, similar to like this shape here, similar to like an elongated like U shape, right? Rather than like the V shape of the ravine. So that's going to be a little bit challenging. We may also still need to have like rooms that go like down in a little bit if we want to have like big, like large cavernous caves. So we may have to have like a couple of spots where it goes down a little bit further, but not much. Not 20 blocks. It's just too far. So we need to get down here. We need to fill all this back in. We got plenty of stone to do so shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, we're going to fill all this back in. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you make a mistake, right, like this, and you have to go through and correct it. And so that's what we're doing now. Now we're getting somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are getting somewhere. So take a look. We added a little bit of pointed dripstone and a little bit of regular dripstone, and we also expanded the width of this quite substantially so that it now forms more of a canyon rather than a ravine area, right? It's more U-shape rather than V-shape, and that makes a world of difference. Yeah, so I feel like this area here is going to be sort of our prototypical area where we basically extend what we've made here to the entire rest of the area with the slime blocks here. So yeah, extensive networks of canyons that look more or less like this. I think that'll be great. I think that'll be a really, really cool concept, and yeah, should look really good from afar and close up. Yeah, it already looks really good. Already looks really good. So with that concept now established, guys, I'm going to keep working on this. We do need to get some more pointed dripstone and dripstone blocks, though, because this does take a huge amount of blocks to make happen, and to make this happen. I actually went through a whole shulker box full of dripstone blocks, which is not that easy to come by. The only way we can get them is through the dripstone farm, which we've already set up over here. This guy over there, as you can see, there's some dripstone growing up right now. And also through villager trading. You can get the blocks actually through trading. You have to get the pointed dripstone though through things like pointed dripstone farms. So these things also take a really, really long time to grow. So it's going to be a slow process, but I'm looking forward to it now that I've seen this. So anyway, for now, we're going to switch gears and we're going to try to recruit a few more people to the Snowball Collective. And we're going to see if we can actually fill up the snowball with cauldrons now. It's actually starting to fill up with powdered snow too, which is great. But we need more people to submit some more cauldrons. So let's talk with some other hermits, see if they want to join. Okay. I'm going to need you to turn around, Joe. Okay? Okay. All right, ready? What do you see?
Snow. Oh my goodness, it's showing me an ice, like, it's actually like, whoa, what is going on? Am I inside of the snow?
You're freezing. You're freezing because you got powdered snow on you. Okay,
That's
turn back
new.
around. Turn back around.
That's new.
Okay, Joe. This powdered snow block, right? This is a rare thing. This is a rare thing.
Wow.
I want you to have access to this block, so I want you to join my collective.
Ooh, okay. So it doesn't interfere with the elytra thing, though.
No. It's you can jump into it, you can move in and out of it, but no, it doesn't interfere with the elytra thing now.
I am happy to hear you out about this. Okay, tell me more about your collective.
Here's the deal: you get unlimited powdered snow, right? As many as you can get, out there at the cauldron area for a donation of however many cauldrons you can afford to spare.
So I would pay you in iron for powdered snow.
Well, you go and grab the powdered snow, but we have a huge, vast, field of cauldrons that you can pick from.
Okay.
That have powdered snow in them. So you just go out there, pick some snow up, and then you're good.
Okay.
Forever.
But you want me to donate cauldrons so you can extend the area?
Yes, exactly. You got it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I got some sad news. I spent most of my iron on these smithing tables down here.
Oh, these are expensive, yeah.
Yeah, those are not cheap.
Yeah.
Let's see though. When I look at my smelter here, I do just now have 3 cauldrons. So where'd you go?
Oh, I'm right behind you. Right behind
there you are.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the least good room. That's the temporary room. Whereas over here is the stable where I stole ideas from Asuma and Scar, which is a lot better.
Yeah, this is very intricate, I have to say. There's a lot of back passageways and stuff. I like this.
Oh, thank you. And I'm sure that I could learn a lot from visiting your base too. So, will that 3 cauldrons I just gave you get me started?
Yeah, you're in, man. You're in forever now. So here is this powdered snow bucket. That's a complimentary bucket, but you can go out there now anytime and get some powdered snow if you want it, if you need it for anything.
So, just from a branding standpoint, as somebody who used to work at an ad agency, you know, what I would have done with this snow bucket if I were you is I would have gone to an anvil and I would have put the coordinates, just branded them on the bucket.
That's a good idea, man.
So when you give it to somebody, then they know where to go.
Yeah. That is actually a brilliant idea. That is actually, I should have done that. My bad.
So where do I go?
I can show you. It's on the way to my base, so I can show you where to go.
Awesome. Let's go there now.
This is it. Yeah. So to get to the portal or to get to the snowball, you got to walk through this. You got to have faith that you can make it to the other side. It's just 2 blocks, but it gets a little cold. It gets a little chilly.
This is the first time I've ever seen that snowflake ice effect, and I love this hallway. This is great, Cub.
Thanks. Yeah, and then we just run all the way down this. It slowly becomes colder. You can see it's snowing in here too, which is kind of nice detail.
Ooh, that is a cool detail.
Gets a little bit colder as you go along.
Could use a calcite there too.
Yep. It's very true.
Nice little transition, height change.
Mm-hmm. And then this is the snowball, Joe, right here.
Oh wow.
Literally a giant bowl of snow, and then see this right here? You just pick up with your bucket from the full ones.
Okay. What if you use the bucket on a partially full one, it won't break anything, right?
I don't actually know. Let me try. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Okay, great. Because sometimes with netherwort, I can't tell. It's is this the fully grown one? So I don't want to grab from a bucket that's 9/10 full.
Yeah. Yeah. But as you can see, it's pretty full here. I'm also gonna put yours down over here, Joe.
Ooh,
but you can
I'm
pull
already
from,
a contributor.
You can pull from any of these. So just put this down here after we clear a spot. Bam. There you go. So if you want to come out here and contribute more, feel free. By the way, too.
Certainly. So I can just extend this in any direction, basically.
Yeah, just extend it out to the snow half slab type thing over here. Just extend it out to here. Yeah. Yep. So a big thanks to Joe Hills for joining the Snowball Collective. He now has incredible access to the snowball. Also, I've been working out here a little bit to getting more of the canyon done. And yeah, we've dug quite a large area out here now. So I actually stopped near our base because we're going to have to actually move the base in order to make this section that branches off this way of the canyon. So this is what we got done here. I've also started putting down like signs where I think caves could go. Like we could have like a little cave that goes sort of spirals down around the lake here. I think that could be kind of cool. And then we have, I think, another one somewhere. Yeah, like right here. Could be a cave in this area right here. Like it could go underground here and then open up. And then there's one up here, which is actually a literal cave. Which, yeah, we can expand out. And this actually goes back quite a ways into this mountain biome. Looks like somebody has already explored here. I'm not sure if this is me or if this was Grian or Scholar or somebody from Bodum. But, yeah, there's quite a bit of area back here to flesh out. But I'm liking the way it's looking so far. Like I said, going to be a big project, so not going to get it done today, but it's starting to look pretty cool. And I think it will be a fun project to complete over the course of time. So, for now, guys, I'm going to call it an episode for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like. Be sure to subscribe. And as always, thank you guys so very much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.